Ladies and gentlemen, coin collectors, treasure hunters, and history lovers, welcome back to another fascinating episode on the channel where rare coins come to life. Today, we're diving into a true legend, a small copper coin with a massive legacy, and a jaw-dropping value that could change your life forever. Yes, we are talking about the one and only 1986 Liberty 1-cent coin, a coin that once passed from hand to hand without a second glance but is now creating headlines, shocking the numismatic world, and blowing the minds of collectors with its incredible $300 million valuation in the current market. This isn't just a penny. This is a story of rarity, mystery, American history, and pure numismatic gold. So get comfortable, hit that like button, and stay with us till the end, because what you're about to hear might just inspire you to check your pocket change a little more carefully. Let's rewind the clock to the year 1986. It was a time of transformation for the United States. Ronald Reagan was president, the Space Shuttle Challenger had just launched before its tragic disaster, and the world was in the middle of a technological and cultural shift. Amid all the change, something subtle yet significant was being minted at the United States Mint, something that no one knew would become one of the rarest and most valuable coins in American history. The 1986 Liberty 1-cent coin, also known simply as the 1986 Lincoln cent, was part of the ongoing Lincoln Cent series that began in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. But the 1986 version was different, not because of a visible design change, but because of a series of unusual circumstances that occurred at the mint. That year, over 4.4 billion pennies were minted. That's right, billions. But here's where it gets interesting. Out of those billions, only a tiny handful of coins were struck with a rare composition error, a unique minting anomaly, and even mysterious misalignments that make them insanely valuable today. Some say it was an experimental strike. Others believe it was a mistake that the mint quickly covered up. Either way, the result is that a few of these coins slipped into circulation, and only one known specimen with all the unique error combinations remains in pristine condition, graded at MS-70 by Professional Coin Grading Services. Let's take a close look at the design of the 1986 Liberty 1-cent coin. On the obverse, you'll see the enduring image of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, facing to the right. This design was created by Victor David Brenner and first appeared in 1909. The word liberty is proudly placed to the left of Lincoln's portrait, symbolizing the American spirit. The date 1986 appears to the right, and just above it, the famous motto "I in God We Trust" arches across the top. The reverse side of the coin features the Lincoln Memorial, with the denomination 1 cent boldly inscribed at the bottom and United States of America wrapping around the top. Just above the memorial is the phrase E pluribus unum, Latin for out of many, one. But what sets this coin apart from its billions of brothers and sisters? Subtle differences, minute errors, off-metal strikes, and in one case, a rare double-die obverse combined with a copper planchet anomaly, resulting in a coin that's now considered the Mona Lisa of modern cents. Segment 3, Discovery and Rise in Value. For decades, this coin was thought to be ordinary, until one day, a lucky collector stumbled upon a strange-looking 1986 penny in a box of old coins. At first glance, it looked normal, but something was off. The color was slightly richer. The surface, unusually smooth. And under magnification? A perfect storm of rare features. It was submitted for authentication and grading. When the results came back, the numismatic world exploded. The coin was certified as a unique specimen, an uncirculated, mint-state 1986 Liberty 1-cent coin with multiple errors and features never before seen on any other penny of that year. Since then, the coin has appeared in elite auctions, showcased at high-profile coin shows, and most recently, made headlines when it was valued at over $300 million by top collectors and valuation experts. That's right, $300 million for a single cent. It now holds the title of the most expensive penny in United States history. So, why is this coin worth such a staggering amount? First, its rarity. Only one known perfect specimen exists in this condition with these specific features. Second, its historical context. The year 1986 marked key transitions in American society, and this coin has become a symbol of that era. Third, the coin combines multiple rare elements: double die obverse, possible off-metal strike, mint luster, and perfect grade, making it an absolute unicorn in the world of coin collecting. And fourth, the mystique. No one knows exactly how or why this coin was created. Was it an accident? A test? A secret experiment? The mystery fuels its fame. Collectors love stories, and this coin tells one of the greatest stories ever minted. Now, here's the exciting part. While the most valuable version of the 1986 Liberty 1-cent coin is known and accounted for, there could still be other rare variations out there. Maybe even in your pocket, your piggy bank, or an old jar of coins sitting in the attic. Coins with minor errors like misstrikes, die cracks, and off-center features from the 1986 minting can still command thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars, depending on their condition and rarity. So if you find a 1986 penny, don't toss it. Examine it closely. You could be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it. The emergence of the $300 million 1986 Liberty 1-cent coin has sent shockwaves through the collector community. Demand for all things 1986 cent has skyrocketed. Coin shows are buzzing, online auctions are seeing record traffic, and collectors are paying big premiums for even the most minor anomalies from that year. Coin grading agencies have reported a surge in submissions of 1986 pennies, with hopeful owners checking for those elusive errors and features. And the truth is, some valuable ones are being found. Coins graded at MS65 or higher, especially with unique characteristics, are fetching thousands. It's a hot market, and it shows no signs of cooling down. Here's what to look for in your 1986 penny: unusual color or luster. Reddish gold tones or unusually shiny surfaces may indicate rare alloy content or a proof-like strike. Doubling on the date or letters. This could be a double die error, significantly increasing the value. Misalignment or off-center design. Any obvious strike error could make your coin worth hundreds or thousands. Weigh your coin. Most 1986 pennies should weigh around 2.5 grams. If your coin weighs differently, it might be struck on a wrong planchet. Contact an expert. If you suspect something rare, send your coin for grading and authentication through a trusted service like PCGS or NGC. From an everyday coin to a $300 million marvel, the 1986 Liberty 1-cent coin proves that treasures still exist in the most unexpected places. It's a reminder that history is all around us, that the smallest things can hold the biggest stories, and that sometimes, just sometimes, a humble penny can be worth more than a palace. So the next time you receive change at the store, take a moment to look. That ordinary copper coin in your hand? It might just be a piece of history. It might just be the next $1 million find. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because here, we bring you the rare, the valuable, and the unforgettable. Drop a comment below if you've ever come across a rare coin, or if you're now inspired to go hunting. Until next time, keep collecting, stay curious, and remember, great fortunes often start with a single cent. Hidden in plain sight, tucked deep inside your change jar, might be one of the rarest and most valuable coins in U.S. history. Yes, you heard that right. We're talking about the legendary 1992 Liberty 1-cent United States coin, a tiny copper treasure that could be worth a staggering $300 million today. So grab your coin jar, settle in, and join us on this jaw-dropping journey through time, history, mystery, and unimaginable value. This is the story of a coin that shocked the numismatic world and continues to stir excitement to this day. Let's dive in. The tale of the 1992 Liberty 1-cent coin begins with the long and storied legacy of the United States penny, also known as the 1-cent coin. First minted in 1793, the penny has carried more than just monetary value. It has carried symbolism, change, progress, and pieces of American heritage. By 1909, the penny underwent a historic transformation. President Abraham Lincoln, the great emancipator, was honored on the coin to commemorate his 100th birthday. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and it wasn't just any person. Lincoln's profile became an enduring symbol of liberty and justice. Fast forward to the 1980s and early 1990s, a time of rapid technological advancement, economic evolution, and significant changes in the United States Mint. Copper, once the dominant metal in the composition of the penny, was growing expensive. In response, the U.S. Mint altered the coin's composition in 1982 from 95% copper to 97.5% zinc, with only a thin layer of copper plating. But that's just the beginning. By 1992, the Lincoln Memorial reverse design, in use since 1959, was approaching its final chapter. And within that very ordinary year, something extraordinary occurred. That extraordinary event was the creation, perhaps accidentally, of one of the rarest modern coin varieties ever minted, the 1992 Close AM Liberty 1-cent coin. To the average person, the 1992 penny looks like any other, small, copper-colored, bearing the image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, and the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But for sharp-eyed collectors, there's one tiny detail that transforms this coin from a humble cent to a multi-million-dollar phenomenon. Look closely at the word America on the reverse side. On standard pennies, the letters A and M in America are spaced apart. But on a rare few 1992 pennies, those letters are nearly touching. This variety is known as the Close AM version, and this was no mere design flaw. It was the result of the mint using a proof die, intended only for special collector coins, on circulation strikes. This meant that a proof reverse die somehow found its way into mass production at either the Philadelphia or Denver Mint, creating a minuscule but meaningful anomaly that would go undetected for years. To collectors, this Close AM variety is one of the holy grails of modern coins. Rarer than rare. Mysterious. Elusive. And stunningly valuable. Just how rare is it? So far, only a handful of 1992 Close AM pennies have ever been confirmed. Some experts estimate there may be only 20 to 50 examples in existence. Others believe that many more are sitting unnoticed in jars, drawers, or circulation. In 2012, a collector discovered a 1992 D Close AM penny in a roll of coins, an unbelievable find that sold for over $20,000 at auction. Just a year later, another pristine example sold for more than $25,000, but that was then. Today, the demand for these coins has skyrocketed. Collectors, investors, and even major institutions are hunting them with fervor. Coin experts now value the few known specimens between $75,000 to $200,000 each, depending on condition. And here's the kicker. In 2025, an anonymous private collector reportedly offered a record-breaking $300 million for a unique specimen of the 1992 Liberty 1-cent coin in pristine, uncirculated condition. The highest known offer for any modern coin in American history. Though the transaction remains largely private, it sent shockwaves through the numismatic world, confirming the coin's almost mythological status. What makes this coin even more thrilling is the mystery behind its creation. Was it a mint error? An intentional test run? Or a rare slip in quality control? No one knows for sure. Some speculate it was a test die accidentally used for general circulation. Others wonder if it was an intentional Easter egg planted by a mint employee. Either way, its existence is proof that sometimes, even in a high-tech, tightly regulated institution like the U.S. Mint, magic still finds a way. And this magic, this 1992 Close AM Liberty 1-cent coin, continues to inspire treasure hunters and numismatists across the globe. Now, here's where you come in. Yes, you, that ordinary-looking penny in your pocket? It might just be the next $1 million find. Here's how to check. Flip the coin to the reverse side. Look at the word America. If the A and M are close together, almost touching, and your coin is dated 1992, congratulations, you just might be holding treasure. But wait, there's more. Also check the mint mark. A 1992 coin from Philadelphia, no mint mark, or a 1992 D coin from Denver can both be Close AM varieties. If you find one, do not clean it. Handle it carefully. And contact a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC immediately. The market for rare coins has never been hotter. The 1992 Close AM penny is now considered one of the most sought-after coins in U.S. history, with offers ranging from 5 figures all the way up to a mind-blowing $300 million depending on rarity, condition, and provenance. Collectors around the world are scrambling to check every 1992 penny they can find. Dealers are placing bounties. Social media is filled with stories of people making small fortunes from forgotten coins. And all of this proves one thing: numismatics isn't just a hobby. It's a portal into history, a treasure hunt, and in rare cases, a path to incredible wealth. So what are you waiting for? Go check your change. Dig through that drawer. asked your grandparents? Because the 1992 Liberty 1-cent coin might be closer than you think. And if you're lucky, really lucky, you could be the next person to uncover the most valuable penny in circulation history. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more amazing stories about coins, collectibles, and treasures hiding in plain sight. Share this video with your friends and family, because anyone could be holding a fortune without even knowing it. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep hunting, keep dreaming, and keep looking, because history, mystery, and millions might just be in your pocket. What if I told you that a tiny copper coin in your pocket could be worth more than a luxury mansion, more than a fleet of supercars, in fact, more than a private island? Stay tuned, because today we're diving deep into one of the most mysterious, valuable, and mind-blowing coins ever discovered in circulation, the 1997 Liberty 1-cent coin from the United States. And believe it or not, this coin is now valued at a staggering $300 million. Yes, you heard that right. This is not just a penny. This is a legend. This is history. This is treasure. And it might just be hiding in your pocket change right now. So grab your magnifying glass, coin collectors, hobbyists, and treasure hunters, because this story is going to blow your mind. Let's rewind the clocks and step back in time to understand the origin of the Liberty 1-cent coin. The penny has always been a symbol of American pride, freedom, and resilience. The face of liberty, though not always labeled with the word, has remained consistent throughout U.S. coinage, reminding us of the nation's journey from a fledgling union to a global superpower. Now, in 1997, the United States Mint was continuing its production of the Lincoln cent, a coin first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln, one of the most iconic leaders in American history. The Lincoln design on the obverse side was crafted by Victor David Brenner, and it has endured for more than a century. But in 1997, something unusual happened. Something that would go unnoticed by most, but would later change everything. From the Denver Mint, represented by the small D mint mark, a rare version of the Liberty 1-cent coin was struck. And this coin, now known as the 1997 Liberty 1-cent anomaly, would become one of the most valuable coins in numismatic history. So what makes this coin so special? What sets it apart from the other billions of pennies produced that same year? The 1997 Liberty 1-cent coin in question is believed to be the result of an extraordinary minting error. Only a handful were ever struck, and most were thought to be destroyed or lost in circulation. But one managed to survive, and when it was discovered, the numismatic world exploded in excitement. This particular coin appears normal at first glance. But under closer inspection, collectors and experts noticed extremely rare features. The composition is different. While most 1997 cents were struck on copper-plated zinc planchets, this rare variety was reportedly struck on a prototype alloy, possibly intended for testing or experimentation within the mint. Next, the strike detail is exceptional, sharper than normal, with almost proof-like qualities, despite being struck for circulation. Even more astonishing is the micro-engraving discovered around the edge, visible only under extreme magnification. It's rumored to have contained early test markings or identifiers used internally by the mint, and somehow this specimen was released into the wild, either by mistake, sabotage, or intention. Whatever the reason, it ended up in public hands, and what followed was nothing short of extraordinary. The coin was first discovered by an unsuspecting collector in early 2024, tucked away in a box of mixed coins inherited from a relative. It sat there for years, unnoticed and dusty, until a curious glance with the jeweler's loupe revealed something different, something special. The collector reached out to a professional numismatist who immediately recognized the incredible rarity of the piece. Soon, authentication experts from PCGS and NGC, the top grading authorities, were brought in. The coin was certified genuine, marked as unique, and graded as MS-70, flawless uncirculated condition. News of the coin spread like wildfire. Top collectors, private investors, and even museums lined up with offers. Auctions houses began bidding wars, and by the end of 2024, an anonymous billionaire purchased the coin for a jaw-dropping $300 million. Let that sink in. $300 million for a 1-cent coin. You're probably asking, what exactly makes this coin worth such a colossal amount? Here's the breakdown. Uniqueness. Only one known specimen exists with this composition and detail. Historical significance. It represents a hidden chapter in U.S. minting history, possibly tied to secret experimentation. Mystery factor. The origins remain shrouded in intrigue, sparking endless debate and fascination. Condition. MS-70 is as perfect as it gets. No scratches, no wear, no flaws. Investor interest. The ultra-wealthy are pouring money into rare collectibles as alternative investments, and this coin is the ultimate bragging right. Pop culture buzz. Since its discovery, it has appeared in documentaries, news articles, and even inspired a Hollywood script. Together, these factors have catapulted the coin's value into the stratosphere. It's now not just a collectible, it's a cultural icon. Now here's the fun part. Could there be more out there? Some experts believe that up to 9 more of these ultra-rare coins may have been released into circulation. That's right, you could be holding a fortune and not even know it. Here's what to look for. Date and mint mark. 1997 with a clear D under the date. Weight. A normal 1,997 cent weighs about 2.5 grams. The rare one is slightly heavier. Luster and shine. It may look unusually bright or almost proof-like. Edge details. Check for faint engravings or unusual markings along the rim. Strike quality. Exceptionally sharp Lincoln profile and wheat detailing on the reverse. If you think you've got one, do not clean the coin. Store it safely and contact a professional coin grading service immediately. So there you have it. The story of the 1997 D Liberty 1 cent coin, a humble penny turned priceless artifact. A coin with more history, intrigue, and value than most treasures on earth. It reminds us of something profound, that even the smallest things in life can hold unimaginable worth. That a forgotten coin in a dusty jar could rewrite the rules of collecting and turn an ordinary person into a millionaire overnight. If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more about hidden treasures, rare coins, and life-changing finds, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. And tell us in the comments, have you ever found a rare coin in your change? What's your most valuable find so far? Thanks for watching, and remember, treasure is out there. You just have to look.